Ever since Mel Gibson starred in Braveheart, his anger management has lacked, well, management. Now this icon of ire has reached a new crisis. His plan to direct and star in a movie about one of the early Jewish heroes, Judah Maccabee, has been shelved by Warner Brothers. The screenwriter who was working with him on the project, Joe Eszterhas, has accused the actor of scuppering the movie because, and I quote, "You hate Jews." Oh yes, and Eszterhas also accuses Gibson of threatening to kill his former girlfriend. Who needs movies when people like this make reality? Here's our culture editor, Matthew Kane.
It's that rat circus out there. I'm beginning to enjoy it.
He became famous for his acting roles in hits like Mad Max and Lethal Weapon. And he won acclaim as a director for films like The Passion of the Christ and Braveheart.
I am William Wallace. And I see a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny.
But more recently, Mel Gibson has attracted attention for all the wrong reasons, with allegations of alcoholism, domestic violence and anti-Semitism. Until this week, he was developing The Maccabees, a film telling the story of an ancient Jewish warrior. Now, screenwriter Joe Eszterhas has written him an open letter published on film industry website The Wrap, responding to the cancellation of the film. According to Eszterhas, I've come to the conclusion that the reason you won't make The Maccabees is the ugliest possible one. You hate Jews. He also accuses Gibson of referring to Jews as Hebes, oven dodgers and Jew boys.
If they are true, Mel Gibson should be dropped by Warner Brothers from this project, from the Judah Maccabee film. To think that Mel Gibson could possibly play the part of Judah Maccabee, who is a celebrated Jewish warrior, a Jewish icon, is incredible to Jewish people. It's outrageous.
Gibson has responded to the letter on rival blog Deadline, saying that the great majority of the accusations made against him are utter fabrications. And he blames a poor script written by Eszterhas as the reason for the cancellation of the film. In 25 years of script development, I've never seen a more substandard first draft or a more significant waste of time. But this isn't the first time he's been accused of anti-Semitism. In 2006, he was pulled over for drink driving and told the arresting officer, "The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world." Shortly afterwards, he made this public apology.
It was just the stupid ramblings of a drunkard. This is the last thing I want to be, is that kind of monster.
Over the last 10 years, several stars have managed to resurrect their careers following public disgrace, such as Charlie Sheen, Robert Downey Jr. and Alec Baldwin. Mel Gibson may have been a much bigger star, but his own rehabilitation has been much less successful, prompting some people to ask if anti-Semitism could be the ultimate taboo in Hollywood.
To insult Jews in Hollywood is a very serious, seriously bad career move, because there are so many Jews in positions of power in Hollywood. It's a traditional Jewish industry, in the same way as making beer is a traditional, I don't know, German industry. So you don't insult the person who is paying you if you want to continue to be paid.
I've been under a lot of stress at work.
The latest round of allegations is another major setback in the rehabilitation of Mel Gibson. In the last 5 years, he's made very few films. His last, The Beaver, was a critical and commercial flop. This is his latest, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. It opens in the UK next month.
There's plenty of interaction with